Hey everyone. Just a little bit of a question. I was reading this article. Now, if you're a fan of the CGI DC animated show Beware the Bat, then some good news for you. Beware the Batman, or Beware the Batman. Well, some good news for you. Beware the Batman apparently will be making a comeback, and the final 15 episodes will be aired on Cartoon Network. But there's a slight problem with that. The slight problem is they'll be aired at 3 a.m. on Saturday mornings as part of the very, very late night Toonami block. Now, a lot of people are speculating whether Cartoon Network has it out for DC. For DC animation, DC Comics animation. Which is kind of weird, seeing as though both Cartoon Network and DC Comics are under the same umbrella. So, why would they have it out for them? That is a question. The only thing I could probably suffice to say is maybe Cartoon Network, and this is just my opinion, maybe Cartoon Network wants something from DC that's sort of in the range of their little new DC cartoon shorts that they do every now and then on Saturday mornings. Maybe they wanted something along the same veins or veins of maybe Teen Titans Go. Maybe they want a DC comic cartoon that's very cartoony and loony and funny. Even to the point that, let's say, you could have a character like Starfire. And I don't think this has ever happened yet in Teen Titans Go, but, Lord only knows if it ever would. But to the point that you would have a character like Starfire, the Teen Titans Go version of Starfire, get a kiss from Robin and just literally melt into a puddle right there. Maybe that's what they want. Maybe that's what Cartoon Network wants from DC. But will they ever get it? You see, I for one have liked some of the DC animated stuff that Cartoon Network has aired over the past 14, 15 years. Heck, I have the entire series, the entire complete series of Justice League Unlimited. And that was exclusively on Cartoon Network most of the time. Most of its run was Cartoon Network exclusive. Cartoon Network has done some good stuff. Don't get me wrong about that. To me, it's just more along the lines of why, what's not why, but what's the big deal? What's Cartoon Network's problem, according to some fans? Do they have some kind of grudge against these guys? Do they have some kind of grudge that says, hey, we don't like what you're doing. We don't like the fact that you're giving us these kind of cartoon shows that maybe in their eyes are a little too mature, a little too serious. But hasn't Justice League Unlimited, JLU, proven they can be funny? Heck, you have a freaking episode in Justice League Unlimited, back when it was out, where you had Wonder Woman turned into freaking Wonder Pig. Yeah, she got turned into a pig by some kind of lady, or I can't think of her name right now, that when Zatanna throws a piano at her, she basically, after Zatanna throws a piano at her, the next thing you see is her pulling her legs that are flat. She flattens her legs and almost does a kind of like homage to when the Wicked Witch of the East gets flattened by the house. You want funny, that's fine, that's great. But Cartoon Network should know by now that DC Comics especially the superhero comics, are serious. Why do you think a lot of the Blu-rays and DVD, why do you think a lot of the direct-to-video movies have been selling as good as they have, either it's through DVD sales or Blu-ray sales? Why do you think that? Because people like the more mature people, adults, even kids, like the more mature. They like the more, edgy kind of DC stuff that they get in these movies like they get in the comics. They don't want something that literally will be not in that same category. They don't. But yet, obviously, maybe that's what Cartoon Network wants. Maybe that's what they want. Or maybe what Cartoon Network really wants is to stop being Cartoon Network and be known as the Live Action Network. Because apparently, according to some, that's where they're going. They're doing more live action at times than they are doing cartoons. But who knows? But the question is there a problem between Cartoon Network and DC Animation, DC Comics Animation? Is there a problem? And what is the problem? Because, like I said, last thing I remember, they're both under the same umbrella, so there shouldn't be a problem. Cartoon Network doesn't air any DC comic stuff unless Warner Brothers is the ones that say go ahead and do it. So, again, I don't know what the problem could honestly be between the two. I really don't, if there is a problem. I mean, according to the article that I read online, it seems that every DC comic cartoon adaptation, whether it's traditional 2D or CGI, whether it's something Cartoon Network likes and can get behind, whether it's something that they like and can get behind, it gets shelved, it gets canceled. Take a look at the Green Lantern cartoon. It got canceled before we can even see that female android get restored back to normal. The last thing we remember seeing that female android do was merge with the freaking enemy that they were fighting. It's like, again, if it's not something that Cartoon Network can't get behind, apparently, according to in the eyes of some, they're not going to support it. So, I ask you this question. Do you think there's a problem between the two? Do you think there's a feud going on that we don't know of? And do you think maybe it's because Cartoon Network wants a DC comic cartoon that's more funny and Looney Toony and all that? Do they want that? Because if they do, they obviously have it with Teen Titans Go, and they obviously had it many, many years ago with Crypto the Superdog. But, what is it that they want? What is that one thing that they want? What is it, folks? Do you know? Because apparently nobody else does. But let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think perhaps that is why? Do you think that's the reason? Let me know down below. Comment if you like. But let me know down below what you guys think about it. Do you think there's a feud going on? And if so, what do you think it could be? Comment below. Do you think there's a problem? I don't know. But comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And I will talk to y'all later.